Greetings people, this is Keith and Modesto doing my Let's Play Minecraft series using the Forge mod loader and the Direwolf 20 mod pack. Alright, so I'm here at the mob grinder that I made last episode. I did make some changes, most notably, well let's see, I've had to trade that out once because it was already full. I had it running for a while. You can see I got a chest over here that's pretty full. I took some stuff out of it already, namely, well, a bunch of bows, the ones that weren't enchanted. I got rid of those. I don't know. Oh, well, a bunch of potions and Interpols, and they're in my system. I got quite a few Interpols, which was a happy surprise. I didn't expect to get so many. I think it might be because of Ender minis, but anyway. So you can see here, you don't see the cursed earth right now because I was having this problem where, you know, I turn on the light. I have this light here, and the idea of the light, of course, is that when the light is on, nothing is supposed to spawn because it's not dark. But it didn't seem to really be working. I mean, I turned the light on and the mods would keep on spawning. Maybe not quite as much, but they were still spawning. So I put them in, I made these drawbridges from Tinker's Construct. And drawbridges, I used them in the last season. They're really cool for making doors that you can't see until you open them. But drawbridges, you fill them up. Well, I'll go in here. Here's the way in. So here are the drawbridges, and I guess I probably can't access them because, well, I guess I could do this. Here's one right here. Okay, so you put blocks in here. You can see there's 5 blocks of cursed earth. Each one of these has 5 blocks of cursed earth. I'll put that back. So when it gets a redstone signal, that's what this the red alloy wire does. I tried using the red net cable because I already had that, and I couldn't. It would connect, but it wouldn't transmit the redstone signal for some reason. I don't know why. So and I couldn't get the red alloy. What's it called? The conduit from Ender IO. I couldn't get that to work either. So I resorted to using this normal old redstone. The dust that you can place on the ground, that works, but that's difficult to work with when you have things right next to each other that each need to get some of the stuff. So you can use like repeaters to solve that, but I found it easier just to make this stuff. But anyway, so when you when I pull the switch, when I hit the lever, the cursed earth goes out, and then that draws it back in, right? Okay, so that's all working. Got lots of this. In fact, I'm gonna grab a stack of it so I can put it in the system. Anyway, so we got lots of Interpols. That makes me feel. Besides, you know, I've got the rotten flesh, which I need because sometimes the warp from Thaumcraft makes it necessary to eat some, which is disturbing, but what can you do? Actually, there's stuff you can do, but I haven't done it yet. There we go. But having ready access to Interpols, that's really nice. Okay, so let me actually show how many I have now. 68. There was some in there already, maybe about 14. And you're also getting these ender fragments, and you can combine those to get more ender pearls. I think 5 of those you can get one ender pearl. So I actually had a little over a stack of those fragments. So which converts to a little, you know, like maybe 12. I got about 12 more ender pearls out of that, I think. Okay, so what I want to, so that what makes me think we need to get started on getting ready to go fight the dragon. Before we fight the dragon, we need to go into the nether, though. That it'll help to be able to make potions if we can go to the nether to get blaze rods to make a, you know, the brewing stand. So I want to do, I guess this episode is going to be like a couple of odds and ends, and I think the first thing I want to do is make an anchor, travel anchor, now that we have lots of ender pearls. So travel anchor requires all these things. None of these are too bad, except for the pulsating diamond requires some pulsating iron fragments, and that requires pulsating iron, which requires putting ender pearls and iron into an alloy furnace. So let's get some iron. And I got got lots of iron now. Let's make 16 of these. And actually, we probably don't need that much. Let's just make 8. And we'll get some Interpols. 8. Cool. And we'll go over here and set this to alloys only and put that in there. And while that's doing that, let's see if we can come over here. I don't know how long this will take, but it would be really nice. I hope I have the book on me. To go over here to where all of my Britannia stuff is and see if we can make a pyroclastic pendant. I think it's called something like that. There's a pendant you can get from Britannia which allows you to, which protects you from fire. If you actually, oh, here's my book. If you get set on fire, it puts it out. Now, if you're like standing in lava or in something else that's actually on fire, you know, like you can set wood on fire, right? So if you're standing in flames or in lava, you'll still be hurt. I mean, you're going to be on fire. But once you get out of the lava, say, or say you get hit by a fireball, it'll put the fire out, so you don't stay on fire, right? So that sounds like a really, really good thing to have to me. Let's see what it's called. Maybe it's not a bauble. What is it? I thought it was a bauble. I'm always getting the name mixed up with something else and then having a hard time finding it when I think about it. Okay, so it's not that. Oh, it's Pyroclast Pendant. Okay, so there it is. Absorbs low heat when it's worn. If the wearer is caught on fire and is not directly standing on fire or lava or anything else that induces burning, they'll be extinguished. Okay, so we need, all these things are easy except for, let's see, Rune of Summer and Rune of Fire. Let's see if I happen to have some left over from doing something else. There's a Rune of Fire, Rune of Water, Rune of Earth, Rune of Air. I don't appear to have a Rune of Summer. What do I need to do to get that? I need a Rune of Earth and a Rune of Air and these other things. Earth and Air. I think I have those. There's Air. And I've got 2 Earth, so that's good. And then I need some other things which I need one of these. Oh, I need to make some armor. That's why I have that much of that. Let me grab the rest of that. I need to make armor. Okay. So we need slime balls and melon and sand. Okay. I don't know for sure if I have any melon. I know I have melon seeds somewhere. I don't know if I have any melons. I don't have any melon seeds in here. I don't think I ever planted any melons. I don't know if melons respond to bone meal. It's possible that they don't. It'd be nice if I just happen to have some because, you know, from getting them in a dungeon as loot or something. I'm pretty sure I have. Oh wait, you know what? It would be in here. I kept all my fruit in here. Ooh, I might. That's chocolate. You know, I don't know why I thought I'd seen melons around. I don't have any. Oh, I don't have any melon seeds. I can, if I had one of those, but to get that, I think you need to have blaze rods. Oh my goodness, this means I have no. I can't make this pendant until I have melon. Cotton, barley, seeds. Okay, well, I can't make this yet then. Well, over here, why don't we make some armor? Well, that's an improvement, and they can be enchanted, I believe. And I need probably to have better. Let's see what we get. Feather falling is good. I'm not going to do anything. Well, I only have one left. So, anyways, oh yeah. So let's put this stuff on. Whoops, I don't know why I did that. There we go. I don't know if you can combine. It's possible sometimes to combine armor with your goggles, but I don't know if it's possible to do that. Whoops, I guess I should have taken this off. I'll have to look into that. I'll just leave the goggles on for now. Well, but that's a little more protection. Look pretty nice with my blue armor and my cat in the hat. Okay. Cool. I can at least do this. So I'm gonna have to go look. Oh, I didn't mean to do that much. I could go looking for. I'll have to go looking for melons. I did search for seeds in here, didn't I? Well, I searched for. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to go looking around for melon. Actually, you know, you should be able to find melons in a village. I think maybe trade with someone. I'll go flying around until I find some melon. I guess so. I'll have to put off the pyroclastic pendant until I have. I have to go put this stuff back. But I'm gonna have to wait on the pyroclastic pendant. But I definitely need that. Okay, so we're gonna make the traveling anchor. I need to make at least 2. They have to be in pairs. They don't do much good with only one. Kind of pointless. Whoops, I think I hit the wrong button. Okay, so we should be able to get 2. Yes. Okay, so the big question is what is the range on these things? So, okay, so these allow you to travel around to places more quickly. And what I would like, maybe I should experiment to find out how far away I can go. So that makes me think that I should get my measuring tape. Here we go. I was gonna look in the AAE system, but of course it's probably just in my bag. That's what I thought. Okay, so if I put this here, right, and then go all the way over here, you'd hope that I would be able to get all the way across this building. Over one. So what happens is if I'm on it and I look at the other one, and since it gets really big when actually it's big when I'm just standing here, right? So I stand on it. There we go. And I jump. I think I jump up. I jump up and I'm instantly over there. All right. Okay. So the question is, and I sure hope you can just pick this up. Yes, it could. The question is, how far away can I go? So we got to test that to find out. And you know, a big expanse of open, well, oh, the sun is going down, so I'm not going to do that. Okay, so we're going to put this right here. And then I'm going to go way out here, see if I can, how far away can I be? Like, is this, oh, that's good. I could look in the config file, I suppose. It's probably in there. Okay, so I can, and I guess you stay facing the same direction you were when you started traveling. Okay, so that's not too far away. It'd be cool, like, if I could have a travel anchor to here. This would be a good place to be able to go. I'm not seeing anything, so this looks like it's too far away. No, I'm looking at the log, so this is still too far away. Too far away? Maybe I was right at the furthest limit already when I... See, I was right there, wasn't I? I was like over here. There, okay, that's not too far away. We'll go one more. 2 more. That's not too far away. That's not too far away. It's getting dark, so I'm gonna go back. Cool. Okay. Okay, so this is not too far away. Whoops, this is not too far away. One more. That's good. Too far away. All right. Okay, so I got my tape measure out, and I can measure from here. Oh, look at that. I didn't even know there's an interface. Okay, private, protected, public. This doesn't matter since this is... It's just me playing here. I'm not even on a server, except, well, I mean, kind of the game is a server on your own computer. But anyway, I guess you can name them. I don't know what these boxes are under here. I'll have to look into that. Okay, so I'm supposing if I right-click, there. Okay, so then I'm going to go over here. Why? Oh, okay. This thing is interfering. Oh well. The thing this thing puts down to take the measurements is interfering with it working right. So it's 48. 48. So let's see where we're gonna put this. Alright, if I put it here, then I'll be closer to everything, won't I? Of course, I could put it right outside, like right. This would give me I could get a little further over there, and I was thinking of building a little thing to step on, up on. I could put it right there. Oh, look at the tile. I can tell that it's there, or something. Is this the spot I want? No, it's not. That's not quite the right spot. Oh, I'm not sure. I am not sure what I want to do. I guess I'll probably work on it off camera and decide exactly. You know, I'm thinking about the aesthetics of it. I wish these were connected. Textures. That would look better. Okay. So this can go a little bit further. I should have measured there. It'd be cool if I could like at least get to here. Like to here maybe? Can I get to there? No, that's too far. I should have measured it, shouldn't I? I should have. Let's go measure it instead of. Of course, I ended up not really moving it very far forward. Okay, so. I don't want to be that. Maybe right. I could shut this tree down right here. Better. Yeah, I guess this will be alright. I wish these things had a bigger range. Of course, I could make more of them and just travel a little further. I'm right on the edge there, so maybe I should put it right here. Okay. Alright. What should I use to beautify that one? Oh, I didn't stop my measurement here. There we go. Yeah. I don't know about that. You know, maybe I'll only do the pedestal thing when I'm outside, and in here it'll be more discreet. That might work better. We'll just put it right here. The thing fell. Oh, we're out of time already. Oh my gosh. I do one other little thing? What other little thing can I do? Oh, yes. Oh, my goodness. There's something. Oh, that's going to take too long. Oh, this always takes too long. Well, there's that. Well, in between episodes, I'm going to make some more of these things. Since I now have a ready supply of Interpols. If I run out, I can just turn on the mob spawner. Right? This is nice. So I'll make another one, maybe to get a little further over here. But already this is a good spot if I just want to come over to the infusion place. And I would think it would take at least 3 to get over here. To get over to the blood magic, and I want one to get me all the way over there more quickly. So in the beginning of the next episode, I will show the network of these things that I've made to get all around, and how I've made them aesthetically pleasing. I hope. Like this, I want to put a little platform, like you might have a little race platform for when the train, when you're waiting for the train to come, and then everyone gets on board. I wanted a little platform, but of course it'd be a lot smaller than what you would need for a bunch of people waiting for the train, because it's really just one little block here. And I should put one up there. I haven't done anything with this tree yet, but of course I'm planning to. And I could put one down there where the spawner is. I could put one downstairs where the quarry is, so I could get down there really quickly. Excuse me. Okay, what I want to do in the next episode is something really cool. Just let me fly over here to give you an idea of what I'm thinking about doing, and then we'll wrap things up. Let me get I'm hungry. I need to eat something. I need to make some bookcases or some of these pylon things for Britannia so I can have higher level enchantments. And okay, but what I'm thinking about. I'm having some problems with that. Okay, what I'm thinking about is building a village for villagers. I did this in the last season, right? But then I didn't really do much with them after that. But I have a definite use for a bunch of villagers with blood magic. You can guess what it is, maybe. Okay, so you see here, I cleared out way more area here than I ended up needing for this pyramid thing here for blood magic. I planted quite a number of greatwood trees, and they already came up. Actually, you just plant one sapling, and it makes the 4x4 tree trunk. Instead of having, like with jungle trees, if you plant a single jungle tree sapling, it'll turn into a nice skinny, tall but skinny jungle tree. If you want a thick, tall, large, at 4x4 jungle tree, you have to do 4 saplings all next to each other. That turns out I thought that was the case with greatwood saplings, so I planted them 4x4, but it turns out that's not the case. You just plant one, and it turns into a big tree trunk all by itself. That's kind of odd. And I chopped them. So a bunch of these already came up, and I chopped them down. And so I have lots of greatwood wood, lots of greatwood wood. I was kind of hoping, maybe they would just spontaneously on their own. Every once in a while, there'd be one with cobwebs. So far, that hasn't happened. Anyway, so what I want to do is build a village here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the builder from Buildcraft to do that. So in the next episode, we got to make the builder, and as well as the I think it's called the architect's table, maybe, or something like that. There's one block. There's a machine from Buildcraft that used to make blueprints, and from existing structures, and any blocks that can be piled on top of each other. You can make a blueprint for a tree if you wanted to. Anyway, so you make the blueprint. And and with one machine, and then with the builder, the other machine, you build something from the blueprint, and you have to supply it with the right blocks. It tells you what blocks it needs when you start building, and you have to supply it with energy. So there's plenty of room here for a nice sized village. And what I'm going to do, so I'm going to go to other villages and get blueprints for all the buildings in those villages. So I'll know for sure. Building a generic house for generic villagers, that's not hard, or it doesn't have to be too particular. It just mostly has to have doors and be close to the sky. But to build a building that will spawn the different types of villagers, like the beekeeper or the Mistcraft villager or the Thaumcraft villager. They have their own specific buildings, and there's probably specific blocks it's looking for in those buildings, but I don't know what they are. I guess I could Google it, but I thought, why not just use this stuff from Buildcraft, which is working now. It used to be the builder's been in the mod for a long time, but it hasn't worked. There was some kind of bug and it would crash your system if you tried to use it. So I've never gotten to use one, right? It's been there, but it's not been usable till now. I tested this, and I tested this in my testing world to see if it would work, and it does. It works beautifully. It's wonderful. So that's what we're going to start doing in the next episode. I'll make the builder and the architect's table. I'll go fly to a village, and I'll show how to make one, how to get one blueprint, and then I'll get blueprints for all the other buildings, and then I'll come back and build at least one building. Here and show how it's done, and then probably most of the buildings I'll do off camera, but so that's for on the agenda for next week's episode is to build a village right here to spawn villagers, and that'll be really, really cool. Okay, so but we got to wrap this episode. I went long with all that explanation, but I think that'll be I'm really kind of excited about the idea of building a cool village here for villagers. So this has been Keith and Vanessa playing Modern Minecraft. I guess this episode we just made those travel anchors, but next episode it's going to be really cool. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a fantastic day.